You know what shocked me the most? I trained for my climbing trip to Kalymnos in Greece without stepping into a commercial climbing gym once. And in Kalymnos, I was climbing 4 full grades stronger than before. No belayer, no crowded walls, no commute. Just one tool sitting in my garage that let me train whenever I had spare minutes. In this video, I'll show you how to fit powerful sessions into tiny pockets of time throughout my day and how this kind of home training can actually make you stronger than regular gym climbing. Hey, if we haven't met, I'm Dr. Toly, the pump professor, Toly's AI clone. Toly is the founder of The Weekend Climber and creator of the DIY endless climbing wall system. Everything here is based on his self-built endless climbing wall and the workouts he does on it. This channel documents and explains exactly how he trains endurance, strength, and power at home without ever having to visit a gym. Before we get into the training, let me take you to the exact moment everything flipped for me. One evening, I was stuck in the traffic again, trying to get to the climbing gym for what was meant to be a quick session. 20-30 minutes crawling in the car. Then 5 more minutes looking for parking. And when I finally walked inside, the gym was crowded. I remember thinking, why am I using all my energy just to get to the place where I'm supposed to climb? And that's when it hit me. Most climbers don't fall behind because they're unmotivated. They fall behind because their training system is inconvenient. It's not a strength issue. It can be a logistics issue. And once I realized that, I started looking for ways to remove every bit of friction from my training. And that begins with the very first part of any session, the warm-up. A lot of people think warming up at home for sport climbing is impossible without a commercial full gym. But honestly, it's easier. On the endless climbing wall, I just set the angle to vertical or a slight incline, grab the big jugs and climb continuously for 5 to 10 minutes. No waiting, no switching routes, no interrupted movement. Because it's pure, steady climbing, my fingers warm up faster, my heart rate rises more naturally, and I feel ready way sooner. The endless wall eliminates the "I don't have time to warm up" excuse. And once you're warm, this is where the endless climbing wall becomes a completely different kind of training tool, because you can instantly control the intensity. Most home walls are limited. You get one angle, one style, one type of session. But on an endless climbing wall, the angle is your intensity dial. Vertical gives you smooth, low intensity endurance. Tilt it to 25-45 degrees and suddenly you're training steep power endurance, exactly the kind you need for overhangs. The holds stay the same, but the angle changes everything. This is how I trained for Kalymnos during winter. I didn't go to a climbing gym for 2 months, didn't touch real rock, and still showed up on sighting and second going 7C routes. All from changing the wall angle at home. But angle is just one part of what makes this setup so powerful. The real magic happens when training fits into the little cracks in your day. Climbers often say they don't have time to train, but most of the time the problem isn't time, it's accessibility. When your wall is 10 steps from your living room, everything shifts. You can climb before work, between meetings, after putting the kids to bed, whenever you have a few minutes. 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. These small sessions stack up shockingly fast. This is why I started training in the mornings before work, and honestly, it became my secret weapon. When the wall is always ready, consistency becomes effortless. But consistency is only half the story. The question everyone asks is, does this actually translate to real climbing? And the answer is absolutely. Before my trip to Greece, I trained 2 months exclusively at home. And what made the biggest difference wasn't doing harder moves. It was the uninterrupted volume. On an endless climbing wall, the movement never stops. It's just you who decides how much to climb. Your forearms adapt fast. Your technique tightens up. Your endurance skyrockets. This kind of uninterrupted climbing is exactly what long, pumpy routes demand. And it's something even most climbing gyms struggle to replicate. But there's still one more piece, and it's the part climbers overlook the most. At a commercial gym, you deal with opening hours, crowds, noise, resets, partners, and commutes. At home, none of that challenges exist, as your endless wall is always ready. Rain, snow, late at night, early morning, whenever you want to climb, it's there. No setup, no excuses, no wasted time. And because it's compact and keeps you close to the ground, it works even in small rooms or garages, and it's safe to train on alone. And here's the part that really matters. When something is always available, you use it more. And when you use it more, you get stronger. It's unavoidable. And here's the most important part. Once the wall is always there, the real question isn't if you can train. It's how little time you actually need to get better. Because what surprised me the most wasn't how hard I trained, but how short my sessions became. In the next video, I'll show you how I use 10 to 15 minutes at a time to build real endurance and strength, even on the busiest days. And once you see this, your definition of having time to train will change completely.